Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone again to another edition of Backyard Sports Center. I am Nate Tastic along with Rahaz. How are you doing tonight?
Doing great. Very, very ready for this exciting game too.
So, again, I am going to, before we get started, I'm just going to quickly bring up the fundraiser that is going to be going on Sunday, the 29th, from 2 to 10. A lot of just games and fun times. We'll have some guests, some awards, and some different things to auction off to be able to help uh, have fundraise some money to be able to uh, continue to provide the backyard online servers for both uh, football and baseball. It does cost some finances in order to run all this. So I know I believe a couple people have been pretty much just paying out of their pocket um, for the past like year, almost a year and a half now. So in order to try to fundraise some of the funds so that one or two people don't have to pay for everything, we are having this fundraising event to try to mitigate some of those costs. So a lot of fun things going on. Hopefully you'll be around there, and that'll be not tomorrow but next Sunday. So look forward to that. And without further ado, let's get going on game 2 of Marlins and Mariners.
Boy, last night's game one. I haven't caught every single playoff game so far, but I have to imagine it's definitely one of the more, I don't know if controversial, but interesting strategery and some interesting pitching. Seeing five
Hello?
walks,
Y'all want
I believe
to
we
play
saw
a
in
game?
last night's game.
Yeah, that was something extremely unusual. I don't know if
Bring
that's
it
definitely
on.
not something that I've ever seen in any of the seasons or competitive gameplays in any online game. So,
Of course, Loba comes in with the one game lead here, and it was a 1-0 victory, home run early on, taking that lone run. And there was definitely opportunities for the other side to I mean with a lot of those walks, and it was just fascinating game. It was really interesting to watch.
yeah, it definitely could have gone either way, but that singular home run by Vlad did it for the huntstunt and the Mariners. But we'll
Yep.
set to see what goes on in game 2. Loba has home field at Dirt Yards, so we'll see if Dirt Yards is the lucky field for Loba.
The starting pitcher today
It's such a fun
is
place to play. I think I've always done Ekman Acres as my home field, but if I didn't do that, Dirt Yards would be. It's just a lot of chaos in the infield, short porch and left, and straightaway right. It's always a fun place.
That was ball one. Nobody out.
So we only saw one run yesterday with two teams with a lot of firepower on both offenses. What are you anticipating tonight for game two?
I think it's going to be a little bit more runs, but I still think it's going to be less than 5 runs total.
Ready now. The pitch. That was ball two.
So I'm thinking like 3 to 4.
And here was the home run gal yesterday. I believe it was Kay.
2-1 pitch.
Yep, K was the one that hit the home run, and it's a 3-1 count. Let's see if...
Swinging.
Okay, that's going to be a foul ground ball.
Nobody out.
A lot of curveballs last game.
Down he goes.
Boy, and then right there, fastball inside corner, and Kay took it. And luckily for Diana, gets first strikeout of the game. Had 6 Ks yesterday, and one right away here.
It looks like K was looking for something else other than a fastball. Caught her off guard and got the strikeout.
Nate, doesn't it look like both teams accidentally showed up wearing the same uniform?
It kind of does look like that a little bit.
Well, I love that like vintage 90s Mariners, light teal. Sometimes they still wear that on retro uniform night these days, but I love the colors.
Yeah, it's like the same colors but reversed,
Into the motion, she delivers.
almost.
The right.
So like the hat and the shirt are backwards, so like the
Here's the motion.
bill
Back to
and the
plate.
cap are switched, and then the sleeves and the shirt is switched.
Here's the motion. The 1-2 pitch.
I think I had some of those games when like I was playing as the Rangers and played like the Cubs or somebody, had basically that same dynamic.
And that's strike 3. And another
Diana Hayes not risking anything, just going straight at these hitters. 2 strikeouts already.
Larry Walker up now. From the windup and the throw. Ball 1.
One thing that'll be really interesting to see when we get to
Here's the
when the
windup.
Marlins are hitting is if the Mariners are still going to intentionally walk Chico every at bat.
Here's the pitch. Strike. Give me a break.
Yeah, 3 walks for Chico alone yesterday. Has to set some kind of backyard baseball online record.
Another one
Boy,
down.
3 up, 3 down, and 3 Ks for Diana Hayes. Ate her Wheaties this morning.
Now pitching, Amanda Hellerman. Chico Papa comes to the plate.
Hellerman had probably one of the interesting pitching lines of the season. 11 Ks, 5 walks, 100 pitches thrown yesterday.
Ball 1.
Hey, good play there.
She's set and the throw. The wing and popped up. Jumps and he dives. That's not gonna do it. Easy play for him. The throw to second.
That's one of your reasons why you walk
Comes
Chico is makes good contact like that.
So no intentional walk, and Chico gets on base with a single.
the windup, headed to the plate. Swung on.
An uncharacteristic single. Chico, I just looked up 23 hits this season in the regular season. 16 of them were for extra bases, so far more extra base hits than singles.
Ball 1.
That's one of the reasons that big slugging percentage why he was getting intentionally walked yesterday. That's so nasty.
Yeah, that's just like that
The motion and the throw.
far edge pixel.
Eyeball 2.
Like it could. That's like the edge of the strike zone. Could not been any far out.
A swing. Struck out.
And I just feel like as a hitter, like I always guessed wrong. If I take a swing, it's going to be a strike in the corner like that. If I don't, I'm taking a strike. It's
And back. He is
Brutal.
real athlete in action.
Clanky's just brutal.
Takes the stretch. Here's the pitch.
Those robots, can't ever trust them.
Ball 1. And the count is 1-0.
Now playoff Sally is up to bat. Let's see if Sally can get the job done.
Hide inside.
Sally, I think, struck out a couple times, but did get a single.
Into the motion. The delivery. Swung on.
Those left hooks are just really hard for Hellerman. Hard to get anything off of them.
Yeah, Sally got on base twice yesterday, single and a walk.
The 2-1 pitch. The swing.
Oh, there we go. Sally gets a
There's one
rip
here.
down the line. That's probably going to score Chico. Going all the way to the wall. That's going to be a double for...
I think you got to be aggressive here.
He's safe.
But no, Chico's
Ooh,
just going to get to
okay.
third base.
Maybe with 1 out. If there were 2 outs, maybe
Molly May steps up to bat.
you try to give it a chance there, but I can kind of understand with 1 out, trying to keep the lineup moving.
The windup and the pitch.
But playoff Sally gets that double, and the Marlins are in business early in this one.
1 out. The windup and the throw. Strike.
Another one that's like right at the edge of the strike zone.
Man, when they institute robot umps in real baseball, you're going to see calls like that, and it's just going to be painful.
And the count is
The
1-2.
technically strike, but no one on earth could hit it kind of thing.
And the delivery. The wing.
Pop up.
Mm.
That's going to be right to Hellerman.
In the end. Oh, she
Kay
Oh man!
bobbles it, and Hellerman's right there to back her up.
Morris steps up.
The classic trip, fall, and catch the flub for out number 2.
Here's the motion. Cuts to the plate. The wing. A bouncing ball. He does.
Right in
He's
front.
all over it.
Marlins
Kinda
are lucky that one foul right there.
Very lucky.
That would have been an easy out for Walker.
Here's the motion. She delivers. That was ball 1.
Again, nice take there. That
From the stretch.
looked just
she
like the other
delivers.
ones.
Low ball 2. And there are runners at second and third.
Yeah, all these
Two
pitches
out.
look really, really close. It's hard to tell.
The delivery.
You know, one thing we're seeing here is this pitch count getting up there a little bit. Already 20 here in the first inning.
From the stretch, the 2-2 pitch. Low and inside.
Some really good takes.
Here's the windup. She delivers. The wing.
And that would have been ball 4, and that would have scored a run. But Uma swings and misses on that fastball.
2 left on.
Caught Loba.
PJ Sharif comes to the
And two left on base in scoring position, and in a series that's probably going to be low scoring. It's all about those opportunities. You don't get too many of them, and it's a tough one there to leave them on base.
And the count is 0-1.
Runners on base with, or runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Hard to leave those runners stranded.
The stretch and the pitch. That was a ball.
Now the always dangerous PJ Sharif, definitely a candidate that you want to intentionally walk here. Very, very scary.
From the windup, a 2-2 pitch. Ball 3.
Ooh, a lot of deep counts already early in this game.
3-2 pitch. She got another one.
Swing and a miss by PJ
Man.
Sharif.
It's 4 up and 4 down on strikes.
Jordan Forner steps up to bat.
This is some Kerry Wood numbers going on with the
Here's the
strikeout
pitch.
total.
Strike 1. And the count is 0-1. From the windup, here's the pitch. That's the ball.
I know how, like, Vinny, whenever he's introducing someone, he's always like, their strikeout high is 18.
And the count is 1-2. Into the windup, cuts to the plate. The swing.
Boy, I mean, on pace for it.
And another
Yep.
batter goes down.
5 up, 5 down. It's the stuff you see in Little League World Series sometimes when it's like the first round and the one kid is like 6'3"
Perez
and
steps up
10.
to bat.
You know, you see some crazy strikeout totals, but we're seeing it here.
And the offering swung on. Looped up.
That's not going to be a strikeout. That's going to be to Marty, and Marty catches it for the first out. That's not a strikeout for Diana Hayes. And he'll be leading off.
Marty Cordova.
So again, after a run scored right to start game 1, it's been what, 8 or so innings of scoreless ball from either team.
Into the motion, she delivers. The swing, foul.
For clubs that scored a pretty decent amount of runs, it looked
Ready
like.
now, fire.
Obviously they're here in the playoffs, so it stands to reason, but
Whoops, slide, and the count is 0-2. From the windup, pitch on
I
the
believe
way.
that,
Low ball
let's
4,
see,
and
pull
count
up
is
the
1-2.
statistics here.
She kicked the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. The right. That's it.
man,
And
these are
another
just
strikeout.
What happened?
The Marlins
Tina Herrera steps up
scored
to bat.
30 runs this season, allowed 17 runs, so
From the
about 3
windup,
runs
pitch
per
on the way.
game.
Swung on. Strike. And the count is 0-1. She's set. Fire. That was the ball.
And the Mariners scored 32 runs this season,
Target goes up.
so it's about the 3 runs per game average for both of these
Anytime
teams.
you get that second strike on ya, it gets
mean-
pretty tough to fight back.
They're at a premium at this point. 3 runs would
From the stretch, the 1-2 pitch.
feel like quite a rally.
A bouncing ball.
Little
Ground ball to
chopper,
K. That should be an easy
And
out.
the throw to first.
But no,
Uh-oh.
Diving catch.
a little bit too hard.
but the broadcaster's jinx.
Harry Vega steps up to bat.
Oh,
It's
this
just
is
so
the,
funny how, like, when sometimes they throw it and it looks like they dive right into the ball.
Exactly, yeah.
From the windup, Byers. The right.
And there's nothing you can do as the player, you know.
And the pitch.
Now it's time for Scary Terry Vega.
Scary Terry, all right.
Takes her stretch and delivers. Third strike. That's it.
Boy.
Diana Hayes steps up to bat.
Well, let's see if Diana or Princess Diana, as the chat seems to
From the windup, pitch on the way.
have given the moniker for,
A
can
blooper
help her
in
own
foul
cause.
territory, and the count is 0-1. Into the motion, the pitch. That was ball 1, 1-1. From the windup, Byers. Another strike.
1 and
Yeah, I just
2,
don't-
just throwing in those curveballs.
The wing.
I just don't know what you do with those corner shots.
Catches it.
I don't know what you do as a hitter.
And that'll close up the second. 1 left on. Scoreless game so far, folks.
Nevertheless,
Wing Kwan.
even
steps
match
up to
here,
bat.
heading into the third.
Takes her stretch and the delivery. Nobody out. Takes the stretch, fires. A blooper in foul territory. Here's the windup, fires. Swing. Popped it up.
Doesn't quite have the
There.
distance.
Did. Got it. First out. Stephanie Morgan comes up to the plate.
Mariners, I believe, still searching for their first hit.
Now that you say that, they're gonna get one.
From the windup, the pitch.
Just here to help, yeah.
Strike one. Okay, pitcher, I'll give you that one.
Have we
Next one,
have we had one of those in a
one
while?
out.
I don't
Backyard no-hitter?
remember the last time we had a no-hitter.
Low ball 1.
I think we did have a couple this season, but I don't remember exactly.
The wing. Ball goes for the diving.
Caffey.
Picks it up. Great shot to
Easy
first.
out.
Out.
Yeah, and it's so hard for all the obvious reasons, but one of them being that the game, you know, a lot of, you know, miscues out in the field ended up being called hits anyway.
Yeah, I believe Kenny Kawaguchi had one.
Slide inside. 2 out.
Poliwaka
He is ready. He delivers. Ball 3. And the count is
mentions
3
in the
and
chat.
1. From the stretch, pitch on the way.
Going 3-0 on Amanda
The
here.
right. And the
And
count is 3
She
and
got
1.
the green light from the dugout to swing 3-0.
3-1 pitch. The swing.
Ground ball. Sallied.
Takes the dive.
Almost.
Straight to first.
See, that was a good job out in the field there to just calmly, you know, send Sally back. You know, slow runner, just have the pitcher take it. No shenanigans. That was well played there.
Papa steps up to bat.
All right, here's Chico. No intentional walk early in the game. Samantha gonna pitch to him again.
Here's the motion. Throws it. Low ball 1.
Something that's really hard to manipulate or to undo the AI, what the AI wants to do
Low ball 2. No out.
when it comes to like the defense and Sally trying to go toward the ball instead of staying on first base.
She's set. Pitch. Ball 3.
Well, this might be one of those, you know, intentional walks, I think they call it, where
Here's
sort
the
of
motion.
nibbling.
Cuts to the plate. Strike 1.
No?
3 and 1.
Don't know if that was what they wanted to do, but I'm sure they're not going to complain about a strike there.
Set. 3-1 pitch. And there's ball 4.
Yeah.
You gotta walk.
And that makes sense. You know, if just trying to see if you know, in a no-run game with as much power as Chico have, trying to throw around the corners and see if he'll chase. Makes some sense.
Scared of Chico. I think most people are pretty scared of Chico.
Oh, if
to be
you,
fair.
I mean, you look at it, you look at his stats, and it's just, you know, wild.
That was a ball. There he goes.
Yeah, Chico had an amazing season.
676 batting average, 6 homers, 5 triples, 5 doubles, 14 ribbies, 13 runs. I mean, it's like Barry Bonds
From the windup
You know.
iron.
plus.
Swing. Strike.
Pretty good opportunity here. Scoring
From the
position, no
windup,
outs.
the 1-1 pitch. Swing. Popped it up. Makes a fast out.
Ooh, shortstop took a late break on that. I thought there's a chance that
Selling
just
off.
wasn't, you know, registering or something, but calmly went back and made the play.
I'm gonna get a home run this time.
But Sally had that really nice double down the line last time.
Strike.
And Chico, I think it was, held up at third. This same kind of play here would definitely score him.
Into the windup. Pitch on the way.
One thing that has been a trend for the first 9 innings of this game is that Chico's been getting on either by hit or by intentional walk, but Caffey Wolf has not been able to advance Chico at all. Just been absolutely struggling getting those bunts and grounders down to get Chico over to third base.
Have a deep count here.
That looked like a strike to me, but I'm not clanky.
The swing, foul. 3-2.
Sally putting up a fight here.
Takes the stretch. The delivery.
But this might be a good pitch.
Oh man,
Foul ball.
That one contact though, Sally just fouls it off there.
man, your eyes just light up as the hitter there.
The wing.
There's a ground ball. That's Chico's gonna get the third
Throw
base.
to first base.
Sally's gonna get out, but Chico does make the third base there.
And it's another play where if the
Molly May.
ball was hit just a little harder and a little deeper, you know, in the infield, the first baseman maybe goes over and Sally kind of sneak in, but
She is ready. And the offering. The wing.
Ground ball. Is that gonna stay fair?
Jumping in the air. And
Yep,
he grabs
that's
it.
gonna stay fair for Walker, and that's
Boy.
gonna be an easy out
That's it for the
I
to
mean,
Blakely.
it's exactly how you're describing it, where again Chico getting on base, but again getting stranded at third. It's tough.
She delivers. The wing. That's a foul.
You know, somebody made the point yesterday. If that home run hadn't been hit
Takes the
right
stretch,
away,
and the offering.
you know, that game could have gone on for a while, and this is basically an extension of that.
Target goes up. The 1-1 pitch.
Yeah, we haven't really seen any sort of really offense other than that one home run and a couple rallies by the Marlins.
Yeah, yesterday was deceiving because you know you see 1-0 and there's only 7 hits in the game, I think, but there's a ton of runners on base.
And I think the Mariners had one inning where Jordan Thornton got caught into a pickle between second and third as well, and they had a runner at first base and got caught stealing. So
That was ball 1.
there was a lot of runners on base, just not a lot of runs.
Here's the motion and the delivery. Another strike. 1-2.
Diana Hayes really mowing these batters down. 6 strikeouts already.
The motion, the delivery, swinging.
Make it
Boy,
7.
Make it 7 if you had her on your daily fantasy, racking up points.
Well, actually, I was lucky and I made sure that I put her on my daily fantasy team. So
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. And Larry has basically been, you know, this team's version of Chico. Ooh, foot race to the bag.
Out. Left one on third.
Nicely done there from perhaps the captain. I would presume that Sally Dobbs would be one of those.
I think she would make herself the captain.
Certainly the team mom.
Target goes up and the throw. High and inside. She is ready. The pitch. Whoops.
One thing we did not see, despite all the runners on base, is we did not see any double plays.
The 1-1 pitch.
Good point, yeah. Yeah, very good point, because it's obviously something that in a game like this where there's
That's it.
very little run scoring that can really turn a game around one way or another. But of course it takes runners on base to make that happen. See if Mighty Marty can make something happen here.
Takes the delivery. The right. And the count is 0-1.
Choosing to go line drive, just trying to poke one down the third base line.
A swing. The right.
If he can keep it together, he's got one more shot.
One of the rare
Count is 0-1.
times when Loba has chased one outside the zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Foul ball. And the count is 0-2. She's set. And the pitch.
Another strikeout by Hellerman. That's going to be 6 now.
I think I hurt myself.
That does feel like a real classic, you know, real life Little League thing, is the swinging way out of the zone, taking called straight three.
The windup rose it. Ball one.
Yeah, this is going to be 4 innings, and there's a good chance for no runs.
The swing.
Oh, but this might be a hit.
Mm.
Ground ball, just as I say that.
Larry's got a cannon,
And
though.
he grabbed it. And the throw to first. And the runner is safe.
Boy, really legged that out.
Harry Vega steps up.
Here's Scary Terry again.
She is ready. Throws it. A swing. Strike one. Takes her stretch. Pitch on the way. A swing. Another strike.
That would have been high right there.
Goes up. Pitch on the way.
This one going to be strike 3 called.
Boy. 7 Ks now for Amanda as well. And if you're the Marlins, you know that the heart of your order is going
And
to
the fourth
have one
inning's
more
over.
time through.
One left
I think
on.
the order would be.
A
So
scoreless tie.
not too hard up on that, but Mariners still searching for their first hit.
Steps up to bat.
Well, we'll see. PJ Sharif, maybe he'll be able to get that first hit.
Cuts to the plate. Swung on. Foul ball. 0-1.
Well, at least he hit the ball there, so that's been a difficult thing to do against Diana Hayes. Just hit it foul. 0-2 quickly, though.
Takes her stretch. Cuts to the plate. Sends him back to the dugout.
Wow, what a pitch
Boy, oh
right
boy.
there by Diana Hayes. 8 strikeouts now.
If you're wondering, the real-life Marlins have thrown 6 no-hitters in their short time frame as a franchise. It's more than I would have guessed, actually.
Strike. And the count is 0-1. Into the windup. The pitch.
Who was the latest Marlin to throw a no-hitter?
Fouled one back. And the count
Believe it or
is
not,
0-2.
Edinson Volquez. I barely remembered he was on the Marlins, but
Strike. Got him.
And another
that's-
strikeout.
just... God, it's like dueling Kerry Woods.
Steps up to bat. From the windup, pitch on the way. High ball one.
At this point, you know, it basically it feels like
The windup, cuts to the
it's
plate.
gonna take
Low ball
it's gonna
two.
take a power up, or it's gonna take like Chico finally scoring on one of those times that he gets
The
on.
swing. Got it.
Nice little swing there,
That's
but
an out.
right to short. And this game is always brought to you by
Diana
Score
Hayes
Utronic.
comes to the plate. Come on, let's see what you got, batter.
Now the dueling aces face off against each other.
Pitch on the way.
0
This is where,
and 2.
like, This was like where Diana, like when a pitcher gets on base, they wear the jacket. Diana's like wearing the jacket out there. Yeah, not even interested.
Not going to waste any of the stamina.
That's not what I'm paid to do. Well, so here you go, and you know we've already seen a single. We've seen kind of a
From the stretch.
a semi-intentional walk,
That was ball one.
and both times was stranded at third and hasn't really been a threat besides that. So you imagine.
He delivers. A swing.
There's a ground ball that's going to get past. No, Hellerman's going to get there, but that's going to be a
Play.
single for Chico.
And the runner is safe. Kathy Wolf comes to the plate.
Well,
So
gets the first 90. He's got 3 bases to get around. And it's been tough sledding moving him over in those first couple of at-bats.
From the windup and the throw. A swing. That's
Man,
a
it-
foul.
Chico's been getting on, but Chico just cannot score.
The wing.
Man, and as you said, it's that question of execution, and it's hard with some of these pitches being in the corner.
The
But
stretch.
Kathy's
To the plate.
had a hard time.
The rake. That's it for this
Mm.
pitch. Sally Dobbs steps in.
I have a feeling this one's going to go to extras.
Yeah,
Pam Fast, the real athlete in action.
you know, you're kind of praying for that double down the line and just sending Chico flying.
And the count is 1-0.
Sally can knock one out, though. She's got that power to do so.
Swung on, sliced it, and the count is 1-1.
As a foul ball comes back up by us.
He is ready. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on,
There's a pop-up that's going to be right to Hellerman, I think. Or maybe they'll collide.
They-
makes the catch.
Oh,
South.
Walker
Larry.
gets it.
And
Canadian pro makes the catch there.
Wing Kwan steps up to bat.
All right, well, once again, still searching for that first hit.
Target goes up, and the pitch. A little
There's a
boink.
bunt.
He's all over it. And the throw to first.
Caffey's
Yeah.
got it.
Out of there.
No appreciation on dirt yards for the written rules of baseball. Although the Marlins thinking, hey, thanks for the out, I guess.
I think the unwritten rules about that kind of go out the window when it's a 0-0 game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Throws it over to first.
I mean, if it was like 10-0 and you do it, it's a little bit different.
Amanda
Yeah.
Hellerman steps up to bat.
But if it was 0-0 and you had like 2 hits, they wouldn't think anything of it. It's just a normal baseball play.
Yeah.
2 out.
Once again, pitcher on pitcher here.
Hellerman actually swinging this time, but it's basically the same thing as what happened with Wing. Little ground ball right to Kathy Wolf, and after 6 innings, it's still no hits for the Mariners.
Boy, Nate, that's a lot of zeros on that scoreboard.
She kicks the delivery. Ball 1 with nobody out.
Well, if this game does go to extra innings, I guess we're the people for all the zeros.
That's-
1-1.
Yeah.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Well, here's a pitch that might be gone.
Chopper to
Ground
third,
ball
right
to
short.
Jordan Thorner, though.
Rifled it,
It's gonna be
and
an out.
that's an out.
Man, do you know how gutsy you gotta be to be a shortstop and face a screaming line drive like that on dirt yards? Ball can just hop up on you.
Yeah, those
Nice
hops
play.
are crazy.
A
Well, there's a
bounce
ground
Speaking
ball.
of-
jumps up down the middle.
Oh,
He fires
snags
to
it
first out.
on the pitcher's mound. I didn't think she had the range there.
Marty Cordova at
That's
bat.
that 5 height right there for you.
I'm sending this one to Vegas.
She kicks and the throw.
Well, let's see if Marty can end this one in regulation.
Here's the windup. She delivers.
I don't think I'm mentally prepared for a Marty Cordova walk-off.
Takes her stretch, fires. A swing.
There's a ground ball.
Bouncing ball.
It's gonna
Be
go
a
right
tough
to
chance.
K.
Play for her. She fires it to first. He's out.
Oh man,
And that'll do it. And
some of those across the field throws. Just I don't know if it's just the way that the program look is. It looks like it's gonna just fly right over the first baseman's head.
And we are going to extras.
She's set. And the throw. Swing.
So that's basically, after the first inning yesterday, it's basically been 13 plus innings in a row,
She delivers.
scoreless ball.
Belted it.
Uh-oh.
Back.
Is this
Uh-oh,
K
Nate.
again?
He's all over it. On to
Oh,
second.
man. And Marty's able to hold it to a single.
Alicia
That's the
Blake.
first hit
Really-
right there. The no-hitter
Really-
is gone.
Really good swing on it.
Ready now and
Needed just a
delivers.
little bit more juice to get out, but again, for the Mariners, yeah, to get
The stretch. The pitch.
get that first hit and
Low ball one. Runner on first.
I'm gonna try to take the
Nobody
lead.
out.
This could be a double play candidate. Blakely is pretty slow, being the Mo clone.
Another strike. Takes the stretch. Cuts to the plate. Say goodbye.
Strike out. Diana Hayes.
Thanks. The throw to first base.
Throw behind the runner.
Jerry Walker up now.
Larry Walker, a little bit harder of a chance to double up. So if you're the Mariners, it's not the worst case scenario to have Mo strike out or the Mo clone strike out there.
Target goes up. The 1-1
First time a
pitch.
runner has gotten on base.
Going inside.
Let's see how Diana Hayes is when she has to pitch from the stretch.
The swing. A blooper in foul territory. Runner on first. One out. Takes her stretch. The 2-2 pitch.
Ground ball foul, 2-2.
She's set. Pitch on the way. Low and inside.
Ooh, I thought that was gonna be, might be a strike, but no, that was low.
Target goes
Going
up.
back
Big
to the
pitch here.
heat.
Swung on. A blooper in foul territory.
Fights it off. Big pitch here.
Ready now. And the offering. Swing.
Walker hits a deep fly ball,
Runs
but it
over
looks like it's gonna stay in the park. It's gonna go right to Chico.
No.
Chico drops it.
Oh no.
Looks like
Over to second. The throw to third. And she's safe.
Molly
Wow.
drops it. Is Kay gonna try to go home? No. That's gonna be a single off of the air. Kay going to third base.
Man,
Runners at the
Chico
corners
had-
with one out for PJ Sharif.
He had all year to get under that ball. Still muffed it.
She kicks and the pitch. The swing. Leaps up, takes the dive. That's
Oh,
not
my.
gonna do it. Really good. Throws it over to home.
And Caffey's gonna get Kay out of home. Or
Jordan
breaking to home, going turned around. Beats the Kay back to third base for the tag. 2 outs now for Jordan Thorner. That could be huge right there.
First and second, 2 out. Here's the windup and the delivery. Strike! And the count is 0-2. Here's the motion and delivered. Got him. Right
And Jordan strikes out. The threat is all for nothing. Kay gets caught getting off of
Yeah.
third base, and we move to the bottom of the 7th.
Tina Herrera.
I think it was defensible, the aggression, given the circumstances.
Into
Tough
the
break.
windup and the throw. Low ball 1.
We've seen a couple of little choppers down the line, I think, for Tina.
And the throw.
Would be big to get her on base as the winning run to lead this off.
Believe if anyone gets on base, that brings up Chico. There's a ground ball. Hellerman's bobbling it, but picks it up just in time to get Tina out at first base.
Harry Vega steps up to bat. Takes her stretch, the delivery. Ball 1, 1 out.
Terry Vega takes that curveball. Here's the pitch. Curveball looks like it was going to be hittable, but
Amanda, who had 100 pitches thrown yesterday, at least 91 here. She's going to need some ice after tonight.
She is ready, and the throw. The swing.
Terry hits a shot
Nice.
for right to K.
And that's an
Nice
out.
swing, though.
Diana Hayes steps up to bat.
Well, Diana didn't take the bat off her shoulder last time, and
Takes
I
her
almost
stretch,
wonder if
throws it.
she will this time. Doesn't appear so.
She is ready and delivered. Direct.
Not wanting to
Anytime you get
waste
that
any
second
juice on the
strike
base
there,
pass.
It gets pretty tough to fight back.
Here's the motion. Pitch on the way. That's a ball. 2 outs. Takes the stretch and the delivery. And that's strike 3. That's it for this kid.
Well, we head to the 8th.
And
Still
that's
20
gonna
or
end
so
the inning.
innings shy of what you and I are
Scoreless game so
capable
far,
of, but
folks.
nevertheless, it's
Our
been a pretty
Perez steps
wild
up.
game.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't get there.
And now we've seen that there's been opportunities for both teams. Stranding runners on third.
The count is 0-1. Takes her stretch. Here's the pitch. Strike. 0-2.
Man, these corners.
She's ready. She delivers. Down she goes.
Another strikeout for Diana Hayes. This is just crazy.
Wing Kwan
So what is that?
runs to
12 for her, and I think like 10 now for Amanda. It's wild.
Here's the motion, the delivery, swung on. It's going up
Wing
the right
hits
field
it
line, and
Down the
foul.
first base line, but foul.
Do we have any kind of strikeout record
From the
that we
windup
would need
and
to
deliver.
monitor at all?
He
If
bunts
anyone knows that, it'll be Visery. So I know he's in the chat.
List
So
one.
to first. That's an out.
Visery's our expert
Stephanie
record
Morgan
keeper.
comes up
So
to the plate.
what is the record for combined strikeouts in a game? Or for just regular strikeouts in a game as well?
Target goes up, and the pitch. Ball 1, 2 out.
Always amused at Stephanie's batting gloves
That's the ball. 2-0.
with like the shortest bat.
Into the
in the
motion,
league.
throws it. High ball 3. And the
Yeah,
count
definitely having that little
into the windup.
stub of a bat.
Swung on. Whoops. Slice. From the windup and the offering. Strike.
Diana works her way back into the count here.
Outta here. And the count
Did they
is
make Stephanie Morgan who's supposed to be like the daughter of Joe Morgan?
swinging.
Oh, is that the idea?
I don't know. I've always thought about
Eh?
like if that's like is that what they were going for?
Would-
The stretch.
Sort of makes sense, I guess.
Sliced it. From the stretch. The 3-2
Full
pitch.
count, 2 outs.
Swing.
Stephanie,
And popped up.
that's gonna be a single for Stephanie. Continue this inning.
Jumps up and he
Marty
over to
Just
second.
got it, throws it to Terry. Terry bobbles it, but that's not gonna
Fires
matter at
Nice.
all.
Nice swing there from Stephanie. Well timed. Good at bat. Working the pitch count.
Takes her stretch, the delivery, swung on, goes for the steal, over to second, wings it, really good.
Yeah, and this is the play I like to do. The
Runner on first, 2 out.
fake steal. Just
Here's
kind of
the
see if
motion, here's the pitch,
any shenanigans
the swing,
come from it.
and
Jalen
the
said that it
foul
looks like
ball.
she's playing
The
cricket.
count is 0-2. The windup, here's the pitch, the wing, looped
Ooh,
up,
nice swing on it.
Marty's
Marty
gonna get
charging in.
there.
and he
Nope.
goes after it. On to second, she's safe.
Oh
Fires across the
man.
field. She's out. Let's
Hellerman just too slow.
Scoreless game so far, folks.
I think that was 7-6-3. If anybody's keeping score out there, the old left fielder to shortstop.
CJ
third.
says that Stephanie is the goat of backyard cricket, and then Jalen says that he would buy backyard cricket.
Yeah, I don't.
Nobody
I'm a sports fanatic, but I confess that like cricket and rugby are two I really don't know. Well, here's Chico again. Once again, An on-base machine.
A swing. Pop fly.
Chico pops it up right to Walker, though.
Leaps up.
Chico gets out
Yeah,
for the
that's-
first time this
And
series.
it's an out.
Yeah,
Kathy Wolf.
that's tough. I mean, it's been tough sledding trying to score a run even with him getting on base, but without, it's,
Here's the motion and delivered.
don't want to say impossible, but
Low
just
and
feels
inside. One out.
And that was
Pretty much like an
Amanda's
uphill battle.
100th pitch right there.
yeah. They don't have the pitch count, like the real Little League World Series. She'll go forever.
Chopper to third. She's got
If
it.
this game keeps going too long, I might be have to bring back the cricket conversation.
Sally Dobbs steps in.
I'm gonna get
I
one
actually
right
have
this time.
played cricket.
Oh,
Here's the windup.
It's actually a lot of fun. I had someone that lived in my dorm on my floor that was from Sri Lanka,
Swing. That's a
and he
foul.
told us all to play
2
cricket.
huh.
Into the windup. Pitch on the way.
And Sally send him
Right
home.
inside.
She's definitely
take
capable of it. So,
She's set. And the
oh, here's a
and that's straight.
no. Sally swings and miss. Thought that might have been it
Head
right
to the
there.
ninth.
We go to the 9th.
Backyard rugby, yeah, that'd be.
That's it.
I feel like Keisha Phillips would have to be the the greatest in that one. I feel like.
There is a backyard hockey, and it's actually pretty cool. I actually really enjoyed that game.
See, that's I think one of the
Coach calls
games in
timeout.
this series that does exist. Besides, like maybe some of the newer ones that ended up coming out, but like of some of the originals that I never bought. I had backyard basketball, I had backyard soccer, obviously football and baseball, but I don't ever remember hockey.
Fire. Ball one.
Was it like free flowing, like a like a
Takes their stride
normal game would be?
Yeah, it was like hockey. It was just like normal hockey.
with nobody
And
else.
they also had a mini game air hockey mode too. That was really fun. I like
Oh,
that.
Swinging.
And it was like
Foul ball.
fluid motion.
Okay,
Yeah.
For the
I'm
most
gonna
part?
throw this
Yeah.
one right by.
It was like soccer, basically like the mechanics of soccer, kind of like that.
That's a
Ooh.
foul.
But Kay put a good swing on that.
I'm gonna throw this one right by. The wind up, the pitch.
Kay hit one to the warning track last time up. And
There's
right
a ground
here,
ball to Molly and catches it.
First out.
scoops it off the dirt.
Comes to the plate. From the wind up, pitch on the way. Low and inside.
I don't know if anyone's seen it, but if anyone watches the Paralympics, the Summer Paralympics, wheelchair rugby was actually really fun to watch. I really enjoyed watching those
The
games.
1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up.
Diana ranging back here.
Lays out. No good.
Oof. It was going to be kind of a tough play, ranging backward, but felt like she was there.
Got so caught up in talking about all these other different sports that I forgot to.
And the delivery.
I didn't notice that Sally is now on the mound.
Come on. No. From the wind up, throws it.
Diana dropped that. Walker's up to bat, but
Wait,
one
it's
out. Runner on
two.
first base could be a double play possibility right here.
She kicks.
Two
And the
pretty
delivery.
brutal straight calls on Larry here.
Swing and a miss.
And the throw to first.
Oh man, and
They're doing
didn't
really good.
didn't go back on the stolen base.
Checked it over
happened
to
there?
second.
What?
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
How was that not an out?
Okay.
PJ
Yeah, that was
Green.
two weird things there. First of all, sending and not sending back, but that was definitely an out. That's definitely an out.
That definitely should have been an out.
Now pitching.
But
Diana Hayes.
you live by backyard baseball shenanigans. You die by them.
Swing.
I
To right. Swing and miss. Swing and
lost
takes the
some
strike.
playoff games with some.
Yeah,
weird
that would have
stuff
been a
like that.
double play, but
They have a runner
the
on second.
how the game is coded, it doesn't.
Oh yes,
It does not include that as a double play
is that right?
because
It's
it
not a-
has to be the same.
Comes 1 and 2.
It has to be on the same screen.
It doesn't register as a
Oh,
Strike him out, throw him out.
this
Ooh,
could
Marty.
be trouble.
Marty
Jumping in the air. Oh no, missed it. Safe at third. And over.
Going to
gonna
try to go
send.
home.
Here's the throw home. Say goodbye.
Out at the plate.
Ooh.
And that's going to be out number
Halfway through the
3.
inning now.
See, and again, so Marty ranged in on it and initially bobbled it, and I was gonna say if he played it cleanly, the runner probably holds there, but because that little bobble, Mariners felt like, well, maybe we have a chance here. And again,
The right.
you know, I think this just comes down to philosophy. I'm generally one that I like aggression on the base pass, especially with not very many runs scoring. You have to make your own opportunity. I like the send, but it's just
Throws it over to first.
it's too
And
bad.
that's an out. Uma Morris steps up to bat.
That's interesting though that the strike him out, throw him out doesn't register as a double play. I didn't know that.
Swing. Strike one.
I think it's because it's how it's registered is because it's an out on the batting screen and then it's an out on the fielding screen.
Yeah.
The stretch. Here's the pitch.
It has to be 2 outs on the field screen as Hellerman gets her 12th strikeout right there.
But came up short. Marty Cordova at bat.
I'm gonna crush it. Yo,
Strikeouts for Helleman.
Ready now. And the pitch. Swung on. Strike. And the count is 0-1.
Quite an Iron
The
Man.
stretch and
there.
delivered. Strike.
Iron Woman.
0-2.
That's right, yeah.
From the stretch and the delivery. Low ball 1. 1-2. She kicked the 1-2 pitch. A swing.
Bouncing ball right to Hellerman, and that's going to be out number 3. And
He's out of
guess
there.
what? We're going to another inning.
And the 9th inning's over.
But they don't do the runner on second in extras, do they?
Nope.
Jordan Forner steps up to bat.
Now,
If it get-
technically, I was just gonna say the Mariners now have more hits than the Marlins do after being no hit through what 6+ I think. You were saying?
She's set and delivered.
If it gets past 25 innings or we have to restart, maybe we need to implement the runner on second.
Target goes up. The 1-1 pitch. Strike. 1-2. Target goes up. 1-2 pitch.
No Manfred runner at BBOL, that's for sure. There's a hit to Marty.
He's all over.
They've been
it.
hitting
Bounces
quite a
it
few-
over to second,
And that goes,
Yeah.
that's going to go to Chico.
Quick throw to second.
And that's going to turn into a
Ooh.
double.
Lays out.
See, that's kind of the play, the type of play we haven't seen a lot that can really swing momentum.
Takes the stretch. She delivers. That was ball
Obviously, a
one.
big opportunity here.
Time out.
And now, what are we getting here?
Ooh,
Marty Cordova on the hill.
Marty dangling
The
that
stretch.
right arm.
Here's the pitch. Ball 2. He winds and the offering. High ball 3. They have a runner
3-0.
on
Interesting
Nobody
here.
out.
Cannot give up a walk.
second. Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging. Whoops. Slide. 3-1. He's set. 3-1 pitch. Swung on. A blooper in foul territory.
Full count right here.
3-2. He's ready now. The 3-2 pitch. The swing. It's
That's a-
going to left field.
That's a
And
risky
it's
pitch
foul.
from the pitcher to pull it that far down low. Risk walking.
Into the windup. The 3-2 pitch. Swing. A bouncing ball. Pitcher makes the catch. Great shot to first.
Ooh.
Oh no, missed it. Here's the throw home.
That throw is a hopper.
There you go, Nate.
And we got our run off of some defensive miscues
Wing Quan
by the
steps up.
by the Marlins. Mariners score a run.
Time out.
It's one of those things. It's bound to happen at some point in this game, and you just kind of hope that you're on the right end of it.
It definitely felt like something like that was going to happen based on how the past few innings were going.
But you know what? You put yourself in a 3-0 hole in the count, and then you've got to give hittable pitches late in the count like that.
Now, do we see a stolen base right here to get out of double play?
That's a good point.
And the count is 1-1. Here's the windup. The 1-1 pitch.
Another one of those unwritten rules, right?
Yeah.
Playing out of the.
Well, there was a purposeful strikeout right there. That was clear, obvious.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Kwan suddenly.
Morgan comes up to the plate.
But you know, it is part of the game. It's well within the rules. Love it or hate it.
Chat does not like that.
Here's the pitch. Strike one. Okay, pitcher, I'll give you that one. Next one, out of here. 0-1. From the stretch and the offering. Okay, pitcher, I'll give you that one. Next one, out of
What if he's just gonna throw it right down the middle?
Into the windup and the throw. She got it.
He's gonna take it right down the middle.
Yeah. Because again, how much just one power up can tie up the game or potentially lose it. Understandable. And already getting the run. You've shut him out for 9 innings. Just need one more.
Strike one. 0-1. Time out. Now pitching, Diana Hayes. She kicked, pitch on the way. Low ball 1.
Now we got Hellerman back on at the dish.
The windup and the
Let's see what
offering.
Hellerman can do. Pops it up. Molly gonna be able to catch
Be
it.
easy though.
Got it. She's
Catches it.
out of there.
Here we go. Okay, so
1-1
we're
on first. The Marlins
after a
are
little
behind.
over an hour of play. We finally see our first run. It was on some backyard baseball shenanigans, but it's how the ball bounces, and now it's the Marlins' job to try to tie this up. And Tina, capable of getting on if she can make a good chop,
Pitch on
get
the
to
way.
third base.
Swing. It's fouled back.
This is, well, Marlins need a run here to save their season.
She kicked and the throw. Hung on.
Oh, there's a pop-up. Is that gonna get past Hellerman?
Make. She
Nope.
got
Hellerman
it.
jumps up and catches it for out number
And
1.
she's out. Terry Vega steps up to bat.
Terry Vega going with the line drive swing right here. Hittable pitch right there.
Here's the motion and the throw. Swing.
This is a pretty unfortunate part in the batting order to have with the game on the line. Oh, throws the
David is best shot.
fireball with Scary Terry up. That's insult to injury.
Yeah, and this is not who you want to have up as your last out for your season, Diana Hayes.
From the windup and delivered. Low ball 1.
Really just hoping for a walk here.
She kicks. Here's the pitch. That was the ball. 2 out.
2-0 though.
The offering. Swing.
Oh, there, Diana actually hit it pretty well.
The throw to first base. She's out of there. My, oh my.
And that was interesting because I saw the double swing right there. But Kay throws it out, and that's going to do it. Marlins win 1-0 in 10 innings. The Mariners win 1-0 in 10 innings. Mariners win this series 2-0, defeating the reigning champ Loba 2-0. Winning 1-0 in both games to move on to the finals to face the Orioles and Killer Bat. So that's your World Series, folks. Hunt Stunt versus Killer Bat.
Obviously, our congratulations to Hunt Stunt for 2 hard-fought victories, and much congratulations to Loba for once again another good run in this season, and took a 5 seed to the semis, which is impressive, and obviously a great player. But it's tough. You get in these pitchers duels, as you and I well know.
Yeah.
It's one run can make the difference, as we saw in the first game. It was a home run, and the second game it was some backyard baseball craziness. But that's how it goes.
Yeah, just like the war of attrition, the Mariners just slowly were able to make the defense lose their stamina and get off place, and eventually they were able to squeak that run across, and that was the difference in this one.
So we got a best of 3, and do we know, or can we anticipate when these are going to play?
I do not know exactly, but I would assume that probably next week, next weekend sometime. I don't know exactly when the games will be played. We'll have to, once we do know, we'll definitely make some announcements the on social medias and the Discord channel. So if you are not in the Discord channel, make sure you click the link in the description below, and also reminder everyone to check out the fundraiser next Sunday. So think that does it all for me. Unless Rahaj, you got something else that you want to
Yeah,
share before?
just thinking about, we're going to see the Orioles in the series. We're going to see Pablo in the World Series where he belongs. So it's like when Mike Trout finally makes, World Series. It's going to be a lot of fun, but should be a good matchup next weekend or whenever we see that.
I know it might be a little bit painful for you, but Angela did not make the finals this year.
Oh, it's devastating. It's devastating. I'm the only fan, you know. Talk about live or die by a player. But thanks everybody for listening, and again, congrats to Loba for the season, and congrats to Hunt Stunt for making it on. Mariners in a World Series, just like the Pacific Northwesterners hope to see in real life pretty soon, and I think will. So
Yeah, the Mariners have a really good team. So looking forward to hopefully they can make the World Series in real life too. But all we know is we got Orioles and Mariners in the backyard baseball online league season 2. Like you said, both teams that are kind of been struggling IRL as far as making the World Series, but they have a chance to win a title here. So
absolutely looking forward to it. Might be back, but thanks as always for having me on, and good job, another good stream.
so that's gonna do it for us, and we'll see you guys in the World Series.